Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we're discussing Sin First Kill. It's a film co-directed by Dimeji Ajibola and Yemi Morafa. But at the helm of things, I think it's 𝐼KE who owns this project. He serves as writer, actor, producer, executive producer. He wears many hats in this project. Now, Sin First Kill is about this lady. We're going to call her Sin, but I think in the course of this film, she wears many names. Mrs. Shino at first, and then Ms. Ajala. And I can't remember her first name for the life of me, but we're going to call her Sin because the story is sort of titled after her. And I'll explain after I give the spoiler warning. If you've not seen Sin First Kill, please, hands up, because it's currently streaming on Prime Video. This review will contain spoilers, so go watch it and come back. But if you don't mind spoilers, or if you've seen it, please, let's proceed. Now, seeing Toni Tones' character is a regular Lagos housewife going about her business. We're made to believe that she was a former reality TV star in this universe, and she's an awesome woman. Yes, she's a socialite. Her husband, Mr. Jídé Shina, played by Yemi Blaq, is a real estate mogul. That's what she knows her husband to be. But the story, we're thrown right into the thick of things, sort of like in the middle, just into the whole action. The film starts with a bust on this drug center. And then the next thing, the guys at the DEA are storming into this place to arrest Shina. I'm going to be changing Dide and Shina because I feel like Shina is a more intriguing name. So please pardon me. But yeah, the same person, Jide Shina. So they arrest him and then the wife is like, why are you taking my husband? And she's told right there, your husband is the biggest drug dealer the world has seen, or this part of the world has seen since Pablo Escobar. I mean, it sounds funny, but yeah, we're supposed to believe that. And she didn't know, you know? So it's about her grasping with this new information and grappling with her new reality, the reality of what is life like without her husband. And she's been forced to run her husband's empire, which we'll get into a bit of because it's, Jemai plays Black, or Mr. Black, the head of a consortium. A consortium is an international organization, criminal organization who are into drug trafficking, drug peddling, anything drug, they can do it, and they attract the attention of the Interpol. The guys at the DEA, or is it NDLEA or DLA? Because I say these three things because at different points in this film, characters refer to them as different things. It's a continuity mismatch. But let's not get into that. So the guys at the DEA are sort of clueless as to what they are facing. They just know that we want to get the drug peddlers who are messing up this country. But it takes the arrival of the Interpol, these two officers, who let them in on what's going on and how the consortium is, in fact, how the consortium exists, because prior to that, the guys at BA didn't even know that there was a consortium. Clueless agency, very on brand, So it's all about, the bulk of the story is about seeing just unraveling. It's a lot that this character faces, and I think for what it's worth, Sin First Kill has a lot of potential. There is a story worth telling somewhere there. But I had a problem with the storytelling. I did not like the storytelling. Yes, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. The storytelling was just off. The writing, the acting, it was just so much wrong with how this story played out. It's verbose. We have a lot of characters and a lot of scenes that are unnecessary, like this funeral scene where we are being told a certain Senator Lawal was murdered, and then we were shown how he was brutally killed. We did not need to see that because it added nothing to the story. Because already at this point, we already understand that drug is not good, that drug is damaging people and the country. We didn't need to see that. We did not need to sit through this very long funeral scene that added nothing, because I think every single character we met in that funeral scene, that was it. We didn't need to see Charles Okocha's character. Well, an argument can be made for that, but we only meet him that once at the opening montage. Yes, the story starts with the montage. I remember I told you that we're first right in the middle, but we just see him that once and that's the end. And a couple of characters here and there, And then as you are being forced to sit through these unnecessary scenes and sometimes unnecessary characters, you are being forced as well to swallow terrible makeup, like in the case of 𝐻𝐻𝐻𝐿 𝐍𝐞𝐻𝐭 character and that dead senator I mentioned, terrible makeup. You're being forced to sit through subpar acting performances from some of the characters. And I mean, before the first quarter of the film, I was already exhausted. I was not enjoying the storytelling. And by the time it finished, I appreciated the story it wanted to tell. I really did. I just thought it could have been miles better than how it was delivered. And that is honestly my thoughts on Sin First Kill. There's not much to do about in this. Now, do I feel for the character of Sin? Of course I do. Do I think that the story or the film did enough to get me to feel for her? It didn't. It's my brain just say, this woman has gone through these things. This woman is being forced to kill somebody or else her children will be killed, which is where the title First Blood comes. This guy, Mr. Blaq, was saying that she owes him first blood, which I thought see, Mr. Blaq was channeling, a lot of the times was channeling, I think it's 𝐉𝐸 Corleone. I think that's what he was doing. I'm not sure. It was supposed to be this enigmatic character, and honestly, I was not feeling him. I wasn't feeling him. It wasn't. Everybody was just putting up performances. It wasn't even actors who are typically good, even bad in this project, and that is, gosh. And then it hurts even more that I have to sit through the second part because it's a two-parter story. So where this one ends with the cliffhanger. There's this loud shootout, and then Sin is at a point where she's broken. She thought she could easily escape, and then she's broken and forced to still be in the service of the consortium. So we have to come back for part 2, where maybe she's broken some more, but still finds a way eventually. Hopefully, that's what it is. So I have to come back and sit through the second part for this to be able to conclude what Sin is. But I don't think the second part will fare any better. What I would consider a win for the second part is if the story it attempts to tell, I can actually connect the dots like I did with the first one. If I can appreciate the story as well, I would think, yeah, maybe it was worth my time, or that'll just be the only silver lining I see. But if it's not, God, I beg. So yeah, that's Sin First Kill in a nutshell, or not so nutshell. But let me know, have you seen it? Did you like it? Do you think I'm being too harsh on it? Did you see the things I saw and maybe like me, like, nah, what kind of thing is this? Whatever the case may be, let me know in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, and as always, I'll see you in the next video.